Very encouraging signs of a recovery gaining momentum. They're very positive. The fastest growth that we've had of business activity for 15 years. Demand, as measured by new orders, also growing at the fastest rate 15 years, propelling that. And jobs growth accelerating nicely as well. So it's an all-round recovery that's gaining breadth as well. So we've got, as many were expecting, the situation whereby you're seeing service sector growth start to accelerate while manufacturing cools a bit. So the switching of demand from goods to services is taking place, broadening out the expansion of more sectors, especially hospitality. Hospitality seems to have been the big driver of that change, notably in Germany.
And now, when it comes to keeping up with demand, that's obviously been one of the key issues over the last several months. Where do we stand on supply chain issues, specifically in Germany? Is the worst of the supply chain disruptions behind us?
Well, there's a tentative hint in Germany that yes, it might have been the worst in terms of the degree to which supply chains are being stretched. Doesn't mean that delays are adding to each other and actually getting worse, but the rate of deterioration possibly peaked in Germany in May. So a little alleviation there, which helped bring down input cost inflation in manufacturing somewhat. So from the manufacturing supply chain side, there is some signs of those capacity constraints, shortages easing a little, but across the board, across the Eurozone as a whole, you've still got a lot more. So that's just Germany. So the rest of the region struggling. And of course, we're now also seeing problems switch from the supply of goods to the availability of staff. This seems to be the feature this month. And how long that persists is quite frankly anyone's guess, because we're in uncharted territory, right? But there does seem to be growing problems of firms being able to source enough staff, certainly in the short term, to fulfill these order books. Hence, we've got the biggest growth of backlogs of work that we've seen since these data were first available in 2002 for this index. So big accumulation of uncompleted work as firms just struggling to get through their workloads.
Really interesting there, Chris, in terms of what's happening in the labor market. Clearly, that's been a huge issue in the U.S., finding workers for a lot of these sectors that are reopening now. Which sectors are seeing the most tension in the labor market, and which sectors are struggling most to find workers here in Europe?
We've only got a little bit of data on this at the moment. These are flash numbers. We don't down too much into the sector detail, but what we've seen so far is it's certainly it's the hospitality sector, hotels, restaurants, and services, which seem to be the hardest hit. A big pressure there on trying to get enough staff in quickly to meet what is a surge in demand. And this is only going to get worse as you see a further reopening of these economies in July. By July, COVID containment measures should be the lowest that we've had since the pandemic started across the Eurozone. So there's going to be a lot more opening up, a lot more staff to service things like hospitality. But it's also a big problem still in the manufacturing sector and indeed in things like commercial and professional services. There's a difficulty just finding enough people suitably qualified to fill jobs. It looks like there's a lot of people just moved out of the labour market at the moment.